give us your memories of the dentist chair night.
I can't remember it. Bit of a blur. It was, to be fair, I mean, a lot's been said about it, and of course we didn't start the tournament very well and didn't play well in that first game with the Swiss. But for me and for all the lads that were part of that, it created a club environment, which is what you need. You know, lots of egos within international football to get them all to be on the same sheet and get on as a good young set of lads is what you need. And, you know, there were great characters in that team. It was a great night, no doubt about it. It was in and around Gaz's birthday. We'd been in China and Hong Kong. It was the end of the season, and Terry was that way. He would, you do your work, but also he'd let you, have your night out and let your hair down a little bit, as long as you behaved, of course. Which maybe we could have done a little bit there.
but you're saying, I'm looking at the team for the Swiss game. So you had players from Arsenal, Man United, Nottingham Forest, Inter Milan, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Rangers, Blackburn, Tottenham. You actually had a lot of different clubs represented. On a serious night, it happened to be the dentist chair, but was a night out quite a good way of breaking down some barriers?
Of course, no doubt about it. You go into a squad, and for me, I was still fairly young, and there was a few of the other Tottenham boys were in the squad. So you levitate to your teammates from your clubs. There's no doubt about it. But absolutely, once you get that opportunity to go out and have a beer with your mates, you get to know them better, not just as footballers. It helps on the pitch. You do more for your teammate when it is a mate. There's no doubt about it. And we created that environment, and that's down to Terry. And he's always been that way. His man management is, spot on every time, and it worked. There's no doubt about it, because that team became a team. No doubt about it.
Quite a lot happened on the plane on the way home as well. Do you remember when you got back to London, a sense that the media, and I always make this point, we in television and radio, as much the media as the newspapers, did you get a sense that the media were after you a bit?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, to be fair, we get the Hong Kong thing and the dentist chair and the pictures and everything else. The plane thing was nothing. I mean, one of the TVs monitors wasn't working, was broken, and that was it really. And so I remember from there getting off the plane, getting shipped off on buses to an area where we'd go and pick up our bags, and then getting picked up by cars and that sort of thing. And it was already on the radio, and I honestly had no idea. That's what's so strange about it. It wasn't like something had happened and we were like, oh no, what's gone on here, and oh, who did this or who did that. Literally didn't even know about it. It was, it's a 14-hour flight. A few of the boys, some had a couple of beers, some played cards, some watched films. It's, typical, we were up on the top deck on our own, and that was it. So it was such a surprise. But yes, so in that sense, did you feel like they were after us? A little bit.
Yeah. Ramon, what was your build-up like? Not quite as extravagant, maybe, the Swiss build-up.
Oh gosh, Darren. Oh no, not at all.
That's why I came to Tottenham.
Yeah.
I learned all about that in Tottenham afterwards. I catch up. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. What did you get up to with the Swiss in the build-up?
Oh no, we was right opposite. To be honest, to you, I think we got the Swiss conservative side coming in, very disciplined. Saying that, Roy Hodgson was quite relaxed about it, but still we've got the Swiss discipline mentality. We were in the mountains, up in the hills, concentrating, and I think it was just when the news came out where obviously the English players about Hong Kong getting drunk and everything else, having a party. We were in a boring little village up in the mountains, hearing the cows and everything, So we were like, goodness me, these guys having a laugh, Yeah. At the same time, she thought, goodness me, we're going to play against her. Maybe it's an advantage in our way, because, if you drink, it takes time to body get recovering, and it's a week apart before the opening game, So in a way, we thought, okay, that's great news for us. Maybe we can beat England at the time, the little Swiss country,
Was it disruptive, Ramon, that Roy Hodgson didn't take you to the Euros because of the Inter Milan job, and the Portuguese man Artur Jorge took you instead? Was that disruptive?
Yes and no a little bit. I think it was a little bit because we got used to Roy Hodgson's way of coaching. He knew the system. He knew most of the national team players. Roughly about half of them played already in the '94 US the World Cup. We had a good qualification altogether. We had a good squad, good young talents coming through as well. It was a little bit disrupted as well because we just immediately, within 1 month, I think not even apart to the Euro '96, we need to get used to a new coaching, new mentality. And of course, Arthur was speaking French as well, but it was a Portuguese mentality, and that's different. So that time, 30 days before a tournament, it was a little bit disruptive, to be honest with you.